Hey everybody, welcome back. So for this one, we're going to be using the Patterns Beatmaker to make a beat. The Patterns Beatmaker is a drum machine. All right, drum machines are just a way to kind of add drums without having to actually play them, hence the name drum machine. So you can click on that box. You can also add a new track and add drums. That's another way to do it. But if you just click on the box, it'll just open itself automatically. Now there's a bunch of different sounding drum machines. So start over here and kind of listen to them. Find one you like and click on that sound and kind of do that. All right, we're gonna use vanilla because I like the built-in drum machine, the basic. You'll notice it's got a bunch of these boxes, a bunch of these squares. You click on the square, it lights up. When you highlight the square, it tells you what's going to happen. Now, if you click all the squares, it doesn't really sound like much. It's just kind of like really fast, which maybe you want that. I don't know. I don't really like stuff that's super fast. I like stuff that's like interesting. And if a whole bunch of stuff is happening at once, it's not interesting. It's just noisy. That's how I feel. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little slower. You remember doing this with other speeds. You change the tempo. You can click on the thing and be like, I want to go this fast, you know? Or you can just click up here, or you can just type in a number. I like 85. That's how I feel. Maybe you want a different number. Do you? I can't see all the numbers up here. I can't see all the bars. So I'm going to click on this plus. Now I can see all the bars. See 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how long this section is. This is 1 bar. See 2, 3, 4. And now I can put it on any beat I want. See how it links up, right? It's on halfway. It's on the third beat, fourth beat, first beat of beat measure 3. I'm just going to start that at the beginning. Now, as I click on these, they fill in up there to kind of give me an idea. Oh, that's what it looks like. Now I can even keep going, right? And I can add more sections, and I can just make my own little sections there, right? It'll sound kind of like this. So notice when you put a note on the very first of each of these little kind of sections of groups of 4, you have that kind of feeling of a beat, 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 beat. And I don't want to have to write my own beat 8 times. I just want to do it once. So I'm going to delete these. I'm just going to keep this first one, and I'm going to loop it. So if you click on this circle here, and it's got a little arrow that like loops around, that means you're looping it. Oh, I went too far. I'm going to back up a little bit. So see how it loops? So now if I edit anything in this first section, it'll add it to all of the sections. See? I click on there, and it added it over here automatically. That's cool. And you've probably heard this beat before. If I push return or enter, it goes back to the beginning. And you can even fill in all the hi-hats, and you can kind of be like, okay, cool. Like let's see what happens when I fill in all the hi-hats. Let's see how this sounds. I guess cool, but I don't like these kind of like beats a lot of times. So let's get rid of some of the bass, and let's see what happens when I add some bass in some different spots. All right, let's see how that sounds. That sounds cooler. There's still a lot of hi-hat though, so I'm just going to get rid of some of these. Right, try to create space. Space is really powerful in music, and doing different patterns. It's Sixio is space, like on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. You want to look across the whole line and see kind of how things are happening. Let's see how this sounds now. There, I like that beat. So there you go. That's all you got to do. You got to make a beat. You got to make sure the tempo is different. If it's 120, it doesn't count. And you have to add a loop. Go over here to your loops and add a loop. It can't be a drum loop, so maybe a bass loop, right? If you just click on bass, now there's a whole bunch of bass loops. Can't start with an A, so you got to go like way down. You know, listen to a bass line. That's lame. How about Robot Funk? That's great. Let's add that in. Let's hear how that sounds. Nope. Let's hear how it sounds. That's the whole project. That's it. Turn that in. If you got any questions, send me an email. Let me know. Raise your hand in class. Otherwise, if you like this video, that's great. Oh, don't forget to save. Save. Bye, everybody.